Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
Sorry about that. Okay, so I am back now. Sorry, it is the next day. I was actually trying to do some computer stuff last night, then it got kind of late. I was getting distracted and I was trying to figure out our TV and internet system because it keeps cutting out. It's been cutting out for the last like 2 to 3 days now at nighttime, especially at nighttime for some reason. So I haven't been able to get around to anything. I am actually uploading more videos on my computer right now, and I need to organize some other videos, and then I need to work on that, and I know I need to get these videos uploaded as soon as possible, so I'm going to try my best to do that. Today is March 19th, 2024. It is 1:28 p.m. right now, and you guys don't need to know that, but I am gonna show you guys cooking because I have a lot of space on this memory card. I have a lot of space on the other one because I need to figure some stuff out with that memory card. But this one turns out I have a lot of space on it, which is good. So I'm going to try my best to finish this up if the oven doesn't go off, and then as soon as it goes off I'm going to pop my lunch in there, which is going to be pizza, because I just really want pizza, because pizza and soda sound good, and I really ever drink soda, because I was about to make coffee and then I'm like, no, soda sounds good. Anyways, I'm going to finish this booklet, hopefully, if I can, if my arms don't get too tired. And so for now, basically I'm on December 1st, I already went through the Novembers, now I'm going into the December era. So the December 1st, the strengths are tremendous drive and enthusiasm. Weaknesses are insensitive and blunt. And then meditation, it says, always laugh when you can. It is cheap medicine. And you're gonna stare at a blanket. So I was gonna take you guys with me for cooking. So I'm gonna do this. I know, FYI guys, this is not real pepperoni. It is plant-based pepperoni that, no advertising or promotions intended, but the brand is Sweet Earth, which is actually really cool. It is a little bit spicy. It has like a spicy kick to it, but it's actually really, really good. They actually did their absolute best. It's not the exact same taste as pepperoni. They did their absolute best to make it taste like real pepperoni, but it's not. It's plant-based, which I actually enjoy, and this is actually pretty darn good, I'll say that. I actually enjoyed it when I first bought it the first time. It says it's meatless, so I'm looking for the, not always, but sometimes there's that like little strip you can just rip open on pizza boxes, so this one's actually a little bit different. So I was just looking for that, so I'm just gonna open it whatever side I want to. I just realized I need, and I'm gonna show you why I want to drink green soda. Right now, not right now, but it's like really weird and kind of silly, but I don't care because I want to be silly and I feel like being silly. Maybe you'll understand what I mean by that in a little bit. There's like cardboard under here that I don't think can go in the oven. I'm gonna cook it for 18 minutes. So, in the meantime, I actually might be eating something else because I'm hungry now and I want to finish something up. I'm probably not gonna eat both, but I kind of just want to finish some stuff up. And then I actually might set you guys up or try to. Actually, I could. I might do that instead because it'll be easier to set you guys up. Maybe get a little bit higher. Okay, now I can like sit back and do this. and continue this. Okay, so for December 2nd, it says the strengths are genuine and passionate, the weaknesses are a shopaholic and a dreamer. And then for meditation, it says cherish all your happy moments that make a fine cushion for old age. And then December 3rd, strengths are inspired and intrepid, weaknesses is scared of commitment and emotionally inhibited. Meditation, mistakes are the portals of discovery. And so what I get from that one, so basically you, it says petals of discovery, so basically like, I'm going to say that you guys, it's better for you guys to make mistakes in order to learn from them. Like, it also helps you discover who you are and how you are with certain things and like the way you are. Maybe it depends. Every individual is different though, so, and it's not, like I said, not everything relates to one side or the other. And then December 4th, strengths is optimistic and kind-hearted. And then it says weaknesses are gullible and restless. And then the meditation, the wisest people follow their own direction. Meaning, actually, no, that makes sense. Like, if you're, like, basically, the people that are, like, wise and have a lot of wisdom and have a lot of knowledge in themselves, they follow their own path. They know how to go their own way. They go through life struggles. Actually, everyone goes through life struggles, but some more than others, and then they learn how to manage things better than some people. I feel like they do, like, if you're wise, like, you know how to be wise with certain things. Like, for example, some people know how to be, like I said, every individual is different, so I can't say anything that, I can't say that this will apply to everyone that was born on December 4th, but I feel like you're wise with money, you're, like, wise with a lot of, once you're wise with money and you can actually save money, and let's say, for example, you saved up enough money to move out on your own, then it's like, that's enough wisdom to be able to create your own path for yourself. Yes, there's still going to be additional challenges that come along with that, then it's like, you'll work with it because you'll have the wisdom and the knowledge to not necessarily fix it, but know how to go forward in your life. You'll know how to not push yourself. Sorry about my cat. Milo, what are you doing? Is there a fly? Yep, we got a fly in here. Sorry. So basically, like, I feel like the wiser someone is, the more they'll be able to navigate life easier, if that makes sense. Especially if they have good emotional maturity. But then again, like I said, I can't speak for everyone here. Now on to December 5th, which the strengths are natural leader and inventive, weaknesses is prone to temper tantrums and proud. That's interesting. Okay, and then meditation. Courage is doing what you are afraid to do. And then for December 6th, the strengths are steadfast and meticulous. Weaknesses are obsessive and at times depreciating. Meditation, that was my picture. Meditation is our greatness lies in our power of thought. December 7th, strengths is a philanthropist and understanding. Weaknesses is overtrusting, too reliant on luck. And then meditation is a day without sunshine is like night. December 8th, the strengths are entrancing and fearless. And then weaknesses is obstinate and insecure. Meditation, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. And then December 9th, strengths is cheerful and passionate. Weaknesses is tendency to overreact and restless. Meditation, learning never exhausts the mind. December 10th, strengths is rye. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. It's W-R-R-Y. Like, literally, that's how it's spelled. And then dependable. And then ignore the plane. And then weaknesses for December 10th is sententious and a moralizer. Meditation is instruction does much, but encouragement does everything. December 11th, strengths is compassionate and an activist. Weaknesses is easily distracted and risk taker. Meditation, you can never learn less. You can only learn more. December 12th, the strengths are altruistic and empathetic. Weaknesses is effusive and idealistic. And then meditation, think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy. Strengths is, if I can talk. Strengths is enthusiastic and pioneering. Weaknesses is global and at times reckless. Meditation. Nothing is so exhausting as indecision. December 14th. The strengths are virtuous and valiant. Sorry, I don't know what that means. That's another. I'm not good with like certain vocab words. I know that's bad, but I'm just some vocab words I've literally like. I know it's a vocabulary word, but it's just like I'm not. There's some big ones that I know, and then there's other big ones that I'm not too keen on. Not necessarily keen on, but like there's other big ones that I literally don't know the meanings of because I've never heard them before, to be honest. And then weaknesses is domineering, prone to exaggeration, and then the meditation for December 14th is a leader leads by example, whether he intends to or not. December 15th. The strengths is insightful, learned, and then weaknesses is prim and overloaded. And then meditation, the moon is a friend for the lonesome to talk to. December 16th. Strengths is thoughtful and socially adept. Weaknesses is emotionally contained and craves excitement. Meditation, if you do not hope, you will not find what is beyond your hopes. And then for December 17th, the strengths are soulful and hopeful. Weaknesses is controlling, a devil's advocate. That's interesting. Like I said, these are not going to apply to every single sign out there. It's not going to apply to every single Sagittarius born on these dates out there, but it could apply to most of them. And then meditation. Time is a great healer. December 18th. Strengths, communicative and a crusader. Weaknesses is blindly optimistic and prone to excess. Meditation, learn from yesterday, live for today. December 19th. Strengths is exuberant and loyal. Weaknesses is overserious and materialistic. Meditation, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. December 20th. Strength is magnanimous and genuine. Weaknesses is prone to lethargy and greedy. And then meditation, leave no stone unturned. And then for December 21st, strengths is a gifted speaker and strong-minded. And then weaknesses is vocally unrestrained and at times self-absorbed. Meditation, think big and discover how to make your dreams real. And then, oh, that's the end of that. And then it says, going deeper. Astrology has more to give than just your sun sign. Learn to read the complexities in your personal birth chart. So there's like so many different things in here. Oh, this is, oh my gosh, I love birth chart stuff. Okay, I think that's the main thing. I should have just done that as a key point because that's the main thing I wanted to get into was the birth charts. I know I went to the very beginning because I wanted to like just mention a bunch of stuff in here because I just thought it was interesting. Like I said, it's not going to be foolproof, and as I keep saying, I give all credit to Marianne Williamson and Pam Carruthers for writing this book. I just happen to have it on hand. If you guys have it on hand, some of you may own this book, some of you may not. I just happen to have it on hand, so if you guys, like if you don't already own that book, then you don't really need to watch this. But if you don't own it, feel free to watch this video if you want to watch it and learn a little more about it. So I just thought it was like really cool. And actually there was one, I know I have a different Pisces book right now, but I think there was one in Pisces, but it wasn't, technically the one when I found this, it was not, they didn't have the Pisces one in stock at the time. I think they had other zodiac signs, but there's not a Pisces one that I had seen. So this one basically has like, it shows the Sagittarius with moon signs. So basically there's a Sag and Aries moon, a Sag and Taurus moon, a Sag and Gemini moon. It's going to go through like each zodiac sign pretty much at the very end in terms of the like moons and stuff. And then okay, so for the Sagittarius sun and Aries moon, it's saying how you're super independent and how you're forthright and a courageous person, and these are two fire signs coinciding with one another. And then it says that you are so you're what you lack in patience. I'm going to read this part where it says what you lack in patience and nuance you make up for in speed, strength, and optimism. And then it says that okay, so it it says that you'll need a partner who understands that you may need time on your own. You don't shy away from expressing your likes and dislikes and can be quite hot-headed. And then it says to listen to both sides of a story before making impulsive decisions. And then it says you need adventure in your life so you can express your pioneering spirit and you'll enjoy competitive sport and adrenaline-pumping activities. And then here's a Sagittarius Sun and Taurus Moon. I'm going to try my best to like paraphrase most of these. I'm not going to be accurate. I'm not going to be 100% on paraphrasing them. I'm going to try my best. Okay, so this one's basically saying that you're more of a critical thinker. You're more careful in your decision making. You are more careful in how you choose what to choose, because you consider everything very carefully. And then on here, it basically says that Taurus steadies your gung-ho side and Taurus steadies your gung-ho side and slows your impulses down, and despite your gregarious, talkative nature, you are a private person who is excellent in a crisis. And it says that these people love being outdoors and may be a gifted gardener. So for a Sag Sun and a Taurus Moon, despite the Sun being part of the love for travel, the Taurus Moon basically just wants a steady life and a solid home base. And then on here it also says you're a loyal and romantic partner who enjoys a cozy night and cuddled up on the sofa, but you also have a wilder side and would get a buzz out of traveling together. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. I wonder if there's a difference between that and crescent moons. Sorry, I'm just like, this one's interesting because it says that Gemini is your opposite sign, meaning you are a full moon baby. So that means so for anyone that was a Sagittarius Sun and Gemini Moon, it means you were born with a full moon in your chart. You're like born on a full moon. I think mine's like a waning crescent moon. Mine's like so tiny. Mine's like just like a sliver. Mine's like a sliver moon. Just like as a heads up. Okay, so this is the one where it's like you're basically both. Like you're a traveler, but you also want to absorb as much knowledge as you can throughout your entire life. Like you love to travel, but you also want to. It says that the Gemini Moon sponges up information. You will become obsessed with one subject and then jump to a new subject once you get bored with the old one, as if you were like a bored puppy. No, I'm not kidding. That's literally what it says. It says then jumping to the next like a bored puppy. Oh, this one's interesting. It says rarely pessimistic. You do not stew on any bad moods for long. You can be tactless sometimes owing to your Sagittarian foot and mouth tendency, but this is usually just out of a desire to be completely honest with the people you care about. And so that was the last of that one. Some of these are actually a little bit shorter than others, so it might be a little bit harder to paraphrase. Oh, can't get my wording correctly. And then there's Sagittarius Sun and a Cancer Moon. So these people are more homebodies than anything else, but they still love to travel and learn about different cultures. And then, but apparently it mentions how you're like sensitive emotionally, but also extremely intuitive. And then on here it says, you have excellent business skills as your Cancer Moon is good with details, while your Sagittarius Sun can see the bigger picture. You can be a little moody and retreat into your shell for much needed privacy, but you do enjoy company and are especially fond of entertaining at home. And then there's a Sagittarius Sun and Leo Moon. So even though it says you're a Sagittarius Sun with the Leo Moon, it says that you want to be the center of attention everywhere you go. And that's probably because a Leo, in my opinion, I know not all Leos are like that. Like not a lot, but I know some Leo suns are like that, while a lot of Leo suns aren't. And so like for the Leo suns that hate being the center of attention, look at your whole birth chart. Like look at what your moon sign and rising signs are, because you could always, even if you're a Leo sun, you can say, let's say for example, you're a Cancer rising. You can easily relate more to that than say your sun sign. So before I get into that, I'm gonna go take that out, and I'll be back in a sec. Hey guys, I told you I wanted to have a little fun with cream soda. I promise this is cream soda. I know what it looks like, but I promise it's cream soda. And then, oh, so I was on the Leo moon. So I want to like finish this section real quick. Okay, on here it says, on the outside you're an extrovert character, but emotionally you need a good deal of praise and adoration from your partner, as you can be a little unsure of yourself in private. You have a flair for drama and have flamboyant taste and a wonderfully outrageous sense of style. And then I am going to actually eat my food because I don't want it to get cold. Because like I said, I'm probably just going to talk more than eat, and I'm not even going to get around to eating, so I'm going to eat and I'll be back and I'll come back to that, and then I should be done with this shortly and then get on to the Pisces one. And I'll be back in a little bit. Bye! Okay, so now, I bookmark pages just very, very random stuff all the time. So that's, probably shouldn't have used that to bookmark things with. Okay, so I was on the sun and moon signs and the correlations between them, and so the one that I left off on was the Sagittarius sun and Virgo moon. Like I said, if I can talk, which apparently I can't talk very well. So I'm gonna try to like briefly read this. Okay, this one I kind of want to like, this one I feel like it's better just to read the whole thing, in my opinion. Also, if you hear a lawnmower in the background, I apologize. So, I have really, really good hearing. And if it's not a lawnmower, it's probably an airplane about to fly over the house in the next like 5 minutes, and I can hear it from like over 20 miles away. If it's not the plane, then it's a lawnmower. But usually it's a plane that I can hear from over 20 miles away. And sometimes they sound like lawnmowers, but not always. Okay, I was right, it was a plane. Unless I'm just hearing both planes and lawnmowers at the same time. Okay, so if there's any additional airplanes in the background, I apologize. Anyways, I'm going to get to the Sagittarius sun and Virgo moon. It says, you have an interesting mix of modest and exuberant character traits. Your Jupiter-ruled sun means you have a more is more philosophy in life, while your Virgo moon is anxious about getting the details right. When your inner and outer nature are working in harmony, you have amazing vision, broad and philosophical, yet analytical and nuanced. Your ability to see the complete picture can be a little overwhelming at times, so you tend to break things down into manageable chunks. You may swing from cheerful ebullience to anxious fretting, but you're generally an optimist with a big heart. Sorry I could butcher that word. Ebullience, I think. It's spelled Ebullience. Sorry. I apologize, I told you I'm not good with big words, okay? And that's a big word to me, okay? Sorry to all the English and vocab majors out there. To everyone who has a wide span and a very large vocabulary in their mentality and in their books, okay? I don't have a large vocabulary. So I do apologize for all the English makers. Like I said, if I can talk. Like I said, I apologize to all the English majors out there about that. So, like I keep telling you guys, I'm not good with big words. Okay? I don't do well with large vocabulary words, or even words that I don't even know or understand what they mean. The last part says, although quiet when you meet new people, your Mercury-ruled Virgo moon looks for a stable relationship with someone who loves to talk and keeps the house nice and tidy. Okay, so for the Sagittarius sun and Libra moon, it says that you're honest, deep thinking, and sociable, but it mentions how you don't save money at all. You basically, this is like, I know this is like technically incorrect, but you basically spend everything that you make if you're a Sagittarius sun and Libra moon. Like I said, this does not apply to every single sun and moon sign that's out there, because I know every single one is different, but like I've mentioned before in the other clips, is that it can apply to the majority of these particular signs, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna read, and then it says, you will probably have learned through experience to keep a tight rein on your credit cards. Meaning, hopefully, like, you'll be self-disciplined to at least pay them off. Like, if you ever own a credit card, no matter what your sign is, definitely learn to be disciplined to pay it off. Because if you don't pay it off, then you are going to be in a world of debt, and it's going to be extremely hard to pay off down the line. So if you don't want to be in debt for the rest of your life, then try your best to pay as much of it as you can off. Because a lot of people that do have credit cards have, like, I understand the reason for credit cards and stuff, and I understand why people have them, but try not to have like a bunch of them, because that's what's going to get you in trouble, especially if and when you can't pay them down or pay them off. Like, yeah, minimum payments are good, but you're literally going to be paying off credit card debt for the rest of your life at that point, especially if your card has a high interest rate. So they are good for some things, but you definitely need to make sure you can pay it off every month. And that's what I'm planning to do. I am planning to get it down to a certain level, and then I'm going to try my best to pay it off. At least for me personally, I'm going to try my best to pay mine off, hopefully within a decent time frame, and figure something else with it, because my interest rate is, I feel like my interest rate on my card right now is through the roof. So that's another topic for another day, though. Okay, on here it mentions how your Venus-ruled moon suggests finding a suitable romantic relationship will be an important quest. But for the freedom-loving sun, which is your Sagittarius sun, it's independent and likes to experiment in love, so you may have a few different options on love and romance. And then you'll take time to consider both sides of the story before choosing, not necessarily before choosing a side, but I feel like it says that you'll, like, basically, it's before you can, like, you'll carefully weigh, not the options, but I guess you'll, like, analyze the argument or whatever the debate is, or whatever each side of the story is. You'll analyze it. You'll analyze each side of the story from different perspectives, and then that's when you'll come to a conclusion and a decision to hopefully better whatever is going on with what's around you, if that makes sense. And then it says you rarely get into arguments, even though your Sagittarian side probably has a few strong opinions. And then there's a Sagittarian sun, Scorpio moon. This is interesting because it says that for this particular one, it says that the Sagittarius side for the Sag sun and Scorpio moon is that your clumsier side, the clumsy Sagittarian side, is smoothed down. And then it says, this one I feel like I have to, this is another one because it's kind of on the shorter end that I feel like I have to read kind of word for word. It says, you are probably very interested in the metaphysical world, I think they meant to put world, metaphysical world, and wish to explore different spiritual, philosophical, or alternative paths, and you will love discussing these topics with your friends. Your emotions are extremely deep, though you tend to keep your personal feelings private. But your outgoing Sagittarian side means you have a winning optimism that other people instantly warm to. You're extremely enthusiastic and positive, and you think anything is possible. Love and affection is more important to you than others sometimes realize, as you may find it hard to admit you need anyone, but secretly you long for a deep soul union that will prove to you that love is real. And then there is a Sag sun with a Sagittarius moon. Oh, this one's interesting actually. So I don't know how much I can paraphrase out of this one for the next few ones. I'm gonna try my best to paraphrase them if I can for the next, like for the last half of it, but if I can't, I might have to say it word for word. I apologize, but I'm not good at paraphrasing things all the time, but I try my best. And so this one's interesting where it says, you were born, so for the Sag sun and Sag moon, you were born on a new moon when the sun and moon were in the same sign. So, oh, this is interesting. So it says, so since you're double Sag for this particular one, for this particular birth chart aspect, it says that you basically don't think anything through. You care less about the consequences that come with your actions, whether it's not necessarily acting on impulse, but it's like you don't think through your actions. Like you don't, I don't know about words per se, but in terms of actions, you don't think them through, despite the consequences that may come with it. And then on here it says, you're not a planner or a schemer. You are an entrepreneur who wants to experience life from all sides. And it says honesty is vital. And it says that you can find it very difficult to be more than 100% blunt, rather than taking a gentler and a more compassionate approach, I guess. That's a more compassionate approach in terms of certain aspects, depending on what the honesty is in terms of, and the aspect in the situation that the honesty is in terms of. It says, but your warmth, energy, and friendliness usually win you plenty of friends and admirers who value your energy and belief in all you undertake. You're a freedom-loving person and might find close romantic relationships a little tricky. You can feel stifled easily, and your other half should be happy to give you as much space as you need to grow. And then there's a Sagittarian sun and Capricorn moon. Okay, so basically it mentions how you love to travel, probably the Sagittarian side again, so once again, loves traveling. But then due to the Capricorn moon being in your Earth chart, you also know how to accumulate business. You know how to become, due to the Capricorn moon, you know how to, you would know how to basically become, what's it called? Become an entrepreneur. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word for a second. And you like basically find and spot opportunities how to make money. It says, a true entrepreneur, you spot opportunities to make money in the unlikeliest of places, and you're in, in the unlikeliest of places. Oh, and then it makes you enjoyable to work with. That's what it was also saying. And then on here it says, you may have too many fingers and too many pies and have to discard some project before finishing them. On an emotional level, you are not frightened of commitment and wish for a solid home and family structure, but your freedom-loving Sagittarius sun might postpone having children until you are older. And then Sagittarius sun and Aquarius moon. On this one, this is another shorter one, so it says, you are a highly tolerant, super friendly person, and you offer your services to anyone who requires your help. You are broad-minded and have many friends from all sorts of backgrounds, with fortunate Jupiter as your sun ruler. You always seem to be in the right place at the right time, and you dive headfirst into any opportunity that presents itself. You may choose to work for humanitarian organizations overseas, or perhaps travel a great deal in your career. You're brilliant at technology and are able to translate complicated ideas over to large groups of people. Emotionally, you may be different to other people or a little detached from your feelings. You may have an unconventional approach to romance, but above all, you value friendship. Sagittarian sun and Pisces moon. This one, oh my gosh, okay. I know this one's a little longer, but I feel like I should read it, because I feel like if I try to paraphrase it, it's not going to make sense. And like I said, this is the Sagittarius sun and Pisces moon. Your deep-thinking, philosophical Sagittarian sun is enhanced by your spiritual, intuitive Pisces moon. You have a natural affinity for tuning into how other people are feeling and being able to articulate what they might be feeling. You sense there is more to life than you could ever know, but you're determined to find out as much as you can. An avid reader and lover of philosophical and psychological theories, you are rarely bored because you find the human condition so fascinating. You have strong opinions, but you usually keep them to yourself as you dislike disrupting the peace. In love, you would benefit from a partner who is as emotionally intelligent as you, and above all, you seek a tranquil home life where you can relax and contemplate the mysteries of life. Sorry, I don't know why, but that sounds accurate. At least the last part. And then there's like so many different things in terms of birth charts and like planets and other things like that. Not sure how it relates to the Sagittarius one, but it does mention how, the back of it does mention the 12 houses. It says birth charts are divided into 12 sections known as houses, each relating to different areas of life as follows. So basically, sorry, my feet are getting sore being on the ground. First house associated with the Aries. Identity, how you appear to others and your initial response to challenges. Second house is associated with Taurus, how you make and spend your money, your talents, skills, and how you value yourself. Third house associated with Gemini, siblings, neighbors, communication, and short distance travel. Fourth house associated with Cancer, home, family, your mother, roots, and the past. I swear, not swear. Sorry, I promise you, it literally, like, it did mention mother in here, so it's in the book, just so you know. Fifth house, associated with Leo, love affairs, romance, creativity, gambling, and children. Sixth house, associated with Virgo, health, routines, organization, and pets. Seventh house, associated with Libra, relationships, partnerships, others, and enemies. Eighth house, associated with Scorpio. That's a little interesting. So on here it does say sex, death, transformation, wills, and money you share with another. Ninth house associated with Sagittarius, which is travel, education, religious beliefs, faith, and generosity. 10th house associated with Capricorn, career, father, ambitions, worldly success. Oh, it says worldly success. Sorry, that was meant to be like two separate words, but I couldn't gather it. 11th house associated with Aquarius, friends, groups, ideals, and social or political movements. 12th house associated with Pisces, spirituality, the unconscious mind, dreams, and karma. Yeah, okay, so here's each sign for the elements for the zodiac signs. So Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth signs are practical, trustworthy, thorough, and logical. Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs are clever, flighty, intellectual, and charming. And then fire is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs are active, creative, warm, spontaneous, and innovators. And then water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Water signs are sensitive, empathic, dramatic, and caring. I doesn't say empathetic. I'm not saying we're not empathetic, but it says empathic, dramatic, and caring. There's some things I still need to research and look into, because there's some things I still don't quite fully understand about birth charts. So I'm just okay, this is different. This is about someone's birth chart. So for this particular book, the website that they used for birth charts is called astro.com. You can find birth charts on any site if you just do a quick little Google search or just a quick little search for birth charts. And for me personally, I use AstroSeek. I don't know why, I just like the layout of that better. Just me personally. And then on here it says going deeper. It says to see your own birth chart, visit www.astro.com and click the free horoscopes link and then enter your birth information. If you don't know what time you were born, put in 12 p.m. On here it says your rising sign and the houses might not be right, but the planets will be in the correct zodiac signs and the aspects will be accurate. So it's better, for me in my opinion, the only way you would know your, sorry about my feet. The only way you would know about your birth chart super accurately is if you know the exact day, meaning month, day, and year you were born on, including the exact time you were born out and the city that you were born in. It'll be a lot more accurate, and the way to find this is through your birth certificate. And the majority of the time, your parents are the ones that will have your birth certificates not necessarily laying around somewhere, but they'll be somewhere. They will, so like, obviously I don't know where any parents keep their children's important documents like that, but like, it could be in, say, like a filing cabinet, for example, or somewhere else, or like, some might have it in a safe for those who have safes. Everyone's different, so definitely, like, if you want it to be accurate, ask for your birth chart. Just like, be like, hey, look, I'm just curious about my birth chart, and I want to like know a little bit more about it, and figure out which signs I am, and just learn a little. Obviously not everyone wants to go too deep into the stuff, but I'm the type that goes deep, like very deep into the stuff, because I like to learn about it. Because I kind of had a feeling that astrology was related to astronomy in some form, because it has to do with planets, and astronomy, I know from what I remember, astronomy is the study of planets. So I feel like astrology can correlate into it, since there's planets in our birth charts, and where each zodiac sign lines up within the planets within our birth charts, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I know that sounds weird. One of these days I will show you my full birth chart. Obviously not my like the place I was born. That's different. But I'll like show you my full birth chart one of these days. Like including planets and everything, and like what's in there. So yeah. Finally got that done. And then I might have to do this in sections, to be honest, because it just has taken me so long. It's taken me a lot longer than it should have taken me to get done, because I do want to talk about the Pisces book, but I'm going to have to do that in a little bit. Because I am a Pisces. I'm a Pisces sun, Aquarius moon, and Leo rising. I've said this like, I've probably said that like a billion times. I apologize. That's just a bad habit of mine. But yeah. Pisces sun, Aquarius moon, Leo rising. That is the basis of my birth chart, and I want to get to the Pisces book, even though the Pisces book was a 2020 version that I have for zodiac stuff. So like I said, things are always changing, and so it might not be as accurate as it once was, or it could be more, might be like a little, not super outdated, might be just like a little outdated. So I will get to that sometime today or within the next week. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!